How's everybody going? Hope you're all doing well. Hold on, I'm going to get this truck moving and then I'll start having a chat to you guys. I'm somewhere out on the Nullarbor in South Australia. For those of you who don't know what the Nullarbor is, the Nullarbor is just the... Give me a sec. So for those of you who don't know, the Nullarbor is it's just a long road at the bottom of Australia. It's a long desert road, but it's also right next to the water. Yeah, so a lot of you will be thinking, you know, what's old mate doing out on the Nullarbor? To be honest with you, I don't know yet. So I took a job, so backtrack a little bit, went on leave from my last job with the intention of going on leave for 6 weeks for my wife to give birth to our little girl, which, you know, we went through that, everything's all good. And then about 4 weeks into it, maybe 3 weeks into it, we were at home with baby, and I decided I was going to get my dangerous goods course, my dangerous goods license. While I was at the course doing the dangerous goods, this job ad popped up, and this job that I'm doing now has been popping up like on and off seek for like the past 12 months. And before I got it this time, I'd applied with this guy that I'm working for like 3 times because he pays good money, and like I only got in this game to make money. So I'm not, I'm gonna chase the biggest dollar amount that I can. 3 weeks in, I called the bloke because I still had his number from talking to him previously, and I said, look, we've spoken before. I've got road train experience. I can drive a road ranger, line haul. Like I've only ever been a line haul driver, and I said I can start immediately. And I think that me saying I can start immediately because I could. Was like the tipping point of me getting this job, and me and my wife have wanted me to be in this job since the first day that we saw it because he pays so well. 4 weeks into being on leave for my daughter being born, I'm back out on the highway again. Yeah, it wasn't really the plan. My plan was to get my dangerous goods license and do local work, like so I could be at home for the kids and whatnot, but shit, when money calls, you always have to answer, and the money called and I answered. So anyway, fast forward to last Tuesday, not Sunday gone, just the Sunday before, I jumped in a truck for this guy. I went and picked up a Volvo with a BDoubles set on it, took that down to Sydney from Brisbane, went back to Brisbane empty, and then I went out to Toowoomba, I bobtailed out to Toowoomba, picked this truck up, which was waiting for me up there at the Kenworth dealership. Then I picked it up, and so stay with me. I hooked onto a double set. Keep in mind, right, I've never been west of the Newell Highway, never been to Adelaide, never been to Perth. And in the last week, I'm going on a week and a half being on the road at the moment. I've done all 3. So left Brisbane Tuesday afternoon, went out to Moree on the Newell, and then that's where you start heading in towards Walgett, Burke, Cobar's where I stopped for my 7, and you go through Broken Hill, Yunta, and then down into Adelaide. So that's what I've done Tuesday night, got there Wednesday, stuffed around in Adelaide for a couple of days, loading trailers, unloading trailers, and then I headed across to Perth with a road train, which I've got on now. And now I'm going back empty to Adelaide to hopefully load up and shoot north to Brisbane. I'm hoping, because I've never been away for 2 weeks at a time, but we're hoping that it's worth it. I haven't been putting content out and it's been killing me, but we're in a transitional period in our lives kind of thing. So we're adding a kid to our family, so it all kind of, when things like that happen, content gets put on the back burner. But now I'm comfortable, like now that I've been to new places, like I've been to Adelaide for the first time, been to Perth, and I'm going back to Adelaide, and I feel a bit more comfortable in the truck and where I'm heading and and the roads and stuff like that. I feel comfortable enough to start talking to the camera again. So I went on leave, left my job, got a job, had kid, Adelaide, Perth, all that stuff. Now the truck that I'm driving, it's obviously a Kenworth, but it's a SAR Legend. It's a 50th, I think it's a 50th anniversary edition. So from what I know about these SARs, these Legends, is that they were modelled, they're basically remakes of old model trucks. Obviously I wasn't around, I wasn't even born when these old models were out, but they've remade them, and like this is an amazing truck to drive. It's not fast because it's a lease truck. They didn't put all the power into it. I don't think it's got 600 horsepower, but like it sounds like it does, and that's all that matters. Like it's pretty loud. Like it's not all that loud, but it makes all the right noises. Like how can you beat that? I think it's a 36-inch bunk, something like that, 36-inch bunk, something like that. And it's the old style bunk where it's a separate compartment in the truck, but there's just a window here. There's not much space in this truck, especially for me, because I do bring a lot of gear. Like I've got my gas cooker, my big box that's in behind there, all my bedding. I had to put my bag of clothes and locker box on the side of the truck because I didn't have enough room in the cab. And like it's different to a K200 where obviously a cab over spans the whole width of the wheel track. You're inside the wheel track when you got a bonnet, and the cabs aren't really all that, haven't got that much space, like, and the gear sticks right in the middle of the cab. So moving around in here is a bit painful. I sound like a silk, but you know, I'm driving a Legend. How can I sulk about anything? But the bloke who had this before me is like 6'1". I met him the other day, and I don't know how he done it, because like even getting into this bunk, that gap's probably, it's like when I sit on the mattress, my head is in the sleeper there. So not much space in it, but it's a cool truck. I'm loving it. I can't wait to take it home, because with this job being a small company, we don't have any depots or things like that. So we all take our trucks home. So I'm gonna take it home and wash it. Being in the outback, like on the other side of what do you call it, Norseman, it was raining and things like that, and there's red dirt painted up the side of the truck, both sides. So it's in desperate need for a wash. So I'm gonna give it a good clean when I get back to Brisbane. Short video. I'm gonna start the vlogs again, but I don't know when. I just don't want the same thing to happen with the last company that I was with. So I felt like I used all my good graces up there before I left, and then I just bailed. Because I'm doing these long trips and it's like new roads and stuff, I do want to start vlogging it. Because it's exciting towing road trains, you know, everywhere. And it's just a normal road train. It's just an BDoubles. It's under 35 meters. But we do AB triples as well, which I think they're like 40 meters or something like that, I'm not sure. And I haven't done one of those yet. This is my first road train across Adelaide and back. Sorry, across the Perth and back. But anyway, I'll definitely see you guys soon. I've just got to, you know, get back into the swing of filming everything and then editing everything and putting it out. That's a lot of work. I'm about to overtake another road train. How's it looking there, old mate? Come around you?
Pretty well, mate, you're right.
Thanks, mate.
A couple of them this band, mate. You want to romantic, mate?
hope that video was, I don't know, explanatory. I've just stopped for fuel and to get me to the next fuel stop. I try to keep my fuel topped up as much as I can. Half my gauges just stopped working. Why? All the lights. I might need to replace them. But yeah, anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. The next one will probably be a vlog, but I don't know how far away that is. So I'll talk to you guys soon. Eastbound out of Nundroo. Last gear.